What kind of a bank does a polar bear keep his money in? A snowbank. You're welcome. Feel free to turn off the video right now. It's not going to get any better than that. It's a little winter humor. It's February now, but it's still like the dead of winter here in my neck of the woods. So gotta have some humor. Some cool stuff to show today. Tons of stuff that I've never featured here before. Let's see. First off, so I got there's a razor that I've been wanting to try. Many of you have used it like a million times, and that's these single edge. This is a gem. Ever Ready, I think, is the other single edge. I got this on eBay. I actually bought a lot of, like 4 of them for 25 bucks. Let me hold up one of the other ones here. So this is another one. This one's open comb. So one's open comb. One is closed comb. It came with like 2 open comb and 2 closed comb. So I've got some cool razors to try out. I've never used one of these single edge like gem or Ever Ready style razors. Completely new to me. And I've got the blades here. So these are the type of blades. Sorry, my daughter's crying. You can hear her. My wife is taking care of her. She's not being neglected or anything. She's got some teeth coming in, and I think it's bothering her. We've been there all, now we're all losing our teeth. But anyway, so these are the blades that you use, and I'll load one up here in a second. Never even opened this package. I bought a few of them online. So there's that. There's these new razors. The soap I will be using today, this is a sample, and this is from Declaration Grooming. This is Sellout. I did a video a while back, pretty recently, a month ago or so, and it was Shore by Declaration Grooming. And I'm going to try a new lathering technique here in just a minute. You'll see with this soap. But this smells like Creed Aventus, I believe. Or Sauvage, maybe. Creed, Sauvage, and Aventus both kind of smell similar to me. Very cologne-y scent. So there's that. A new soap. Now the aftershave that I'm going to be pairing... Well, let me talk about the brush. Yaqi 24 millimeter. It's been a little while since I've featured this pink brush in a video. My wife says it looks like a bowling ball, and it does. Yeah, the handle kind of looks like a bowling ball. So the aftershave that I'll be using with this Declaration Grooming soap is Clubman, but it is the classic vanilla. Have you ever used this? This is good stuff. It kind of, it doesn't smell like vanilla really. It kind of smells more like a cologne, like a very mild cologne. The scent doesn't last as long as classic Clubman. The scent lasts maybe an hour or so, and it's very light. It does pair well with the Clubman soap. Now I've used this soap in a couple of videos. This is good stuff. You can just get it at the grocery store or the drugstore. Similar to this, a very light, pleasant soap scent, but they're not identical, but they do pair well with each other. But I do get like a very mild cologne scent off of this. So that's why I'm using it with the Declaration Grooming. That's everything new. Yeah, let's go down and let's go to the lather. Or actually, yeah, let's go to the lather, and then I'll come back up and I'll load up the razor. So I've got the soap pressed down in there, about the size of a grape, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try something a little bit different as far as my lather goes. I think more of a swirl than so much like kind of mashing the brush down in there. That's kind of something I've seen a few videos on, and that's something I'm going to try. So I'm wringing all the water out of my brush, and I'm going to start essentially putting very little pressure on the soap and on the bottom, and do more of a swirl. Because I will say with Declaration Grooming, I've kind of struggled sometimes to get a really good lather. I did a video a while back, if you remember, it was with Shore. And yeah, I've had a few times where it's just kind of tough to get a good lather. Trying a different method. So I'm going to add some more water now. That was with basically no water. If you've seen some of my videos in the past, I kind of mash the brush down there and push kind of hard. Not the case this time. I'm doing this slow kind of... using the ridges on the bottom of the bowl. It's actually kind of working. It's kind of getting what I want. It's more like kind of like sour cream. I don't know if you can see that. How well you can see that? There's probably a lot of y'all out there that are like, yeah, man, you should have been doing this the whole time. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. This is, yeah, this I don't know, I like this. I like these results. There we go. That's more, I like that. So maybe I've kind of found a new way with not all my soaps, but definitely I think with Declaration Grooming. I think this is producing a kind of a thicker lather. And if you've got the time, obviously. Yeah, I like that. Boom. Okay. And it also not, I mean, this is a super cheap brush. This brush cost me like $5 or something like that. But if you've got a nicer brush, maybe it's the way to go because it's less wear and tear on your brush. Perfect. Looks like marshmallow cream. Okay. Back up top. Welcome back, and I've got that lather here. We'll get back to the lather in just a second. It's time to load up the razor. And like I said, I'm going to be using the closed comb one that came. I'll do the open comb one in another video. These blades, again, you definitely don't want to use the ones that you get at hardware stores that go in like a box cutter. This is strictly for razor blades, shaving your face. And it says on the back, you basically hold the dispenser and you pull one out. Here's the dispenser. This has 10 blades. I bought a total of 20. It says to hold it like this and kind of push with your thumb. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, blade is coming out. Boom, there's the blade. Just set these off to the side, and it took me a while to even figure out how to open it. You twist the bottom. I didn't know if the top just like flips up or something. So we'll take the blade, load it in there. These were about maybe like 70 cents each or so online. There I am closing the, I guess that's good, yeah. Lots of blade exposure there, but it's right down on the edge. About 70 cents or so a blade. But I hear you can get like 10 shaves per blade. I'm not exactly sure. I typically toss a double edge blade after 5 uses. That's just kind of my thing. So let's, I'm going to remove my watch real quick. It's a sad week for me because the Green Bay Packers lost to San Francisco. That was couple weeks at this point now, a week and a half ago. And what are you going to do? Today is actually, this video won't be out until February, but it's still January technically when I'm shooting this. As soon as I'm done with this shooting this video, I'm going to go watch the NFC and the AFC championship games. Of course, it's the Bengals and the Chiefs. By the time this video hits the YouTube, those games will be over. I'd like to see, I like Patrick Mahomes because he went to Texas Tech. I went to Texas Tech. But I want to see Cincinnati win a Super Bowl. They've never won a Super Bowl. I have some friends that are like die-hard Bengals fans. So I'd like to see their team win, you know. And then the Rams. Definitely not a Rams fan, but Matthew Stafford spent so many years with Detroit, and Detroit's horrible. I'm sorry. If you're a Lions fan, God bless you. The Lions are so bad. He spent so many years with the Lions, and I do think he's a great quarterback. So maybe if the Rams win a Super Bowl, that'd be crazy if he went from the Lions to the Rams and won a Super Bowl in one season. Anyways, so that's just my 2 cents. Yesterday they announced that Tom Brady may or may not be retiring. Who knows? That's crazy. Wordle. Y'all been playing Wordle? Play it on hard mode. I've switched to hard mode. I'm just unloading. I'm dumping everything that's like been going on in my head for like the last couple of weeks now. Okay. First time using this style of razor. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we get here. I heard you get a great shave. It's light. Oh yeah, that's pretty smooth. I've got a couple of days growth here. I mentioned Wordle. It's my wife is the one that got me started playing it. I'm not very good at spelling. I'm not good with words at all, but I really enjoy it, and I do pretty good. I've got a like 22 game streak going. I have no idea how old this razor is. I'll do some research. Maybe on my next video I'll have some dates. But yeah, I got 4 for $25. And they're all in pretty good shape. For razors that are at least probably 60 or 80 years old. They might be 100. I have no idea. I don't really know when these razors came out. Y'all probably know. Put it in the comments. Yeah. Mild. This is a mild shave. I'm anxious to see. Here later in the week I'm going to use the open comb one. Not on camera. I'm anxious to see if that's a more aggressive shave. But this is nice. I wondered if the angle was going to be weird, but it feels very natural. This kind of 45-degree angle or whatever this is. What else did I want to talk about? Nothing. Nothing much. Football. Wordle. Man, Meatloaf died. Wasn't that sad? And I'm blanking on his name. Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson on the show Baskets. Have you ever heard of this show? It's like an FX show. It's only a few seasons. It may be done. I don't know. It's probably done now because Louis Anderson played Zach Galifianakis' mom. He just wore a wig and didn't really change his voice or anything. It was funny. I'm glad that it was like a completely fictional character, because otherwise some poor lady would be offended that she's being portrayed by an actor that is male. It was really funny though. Baskets. He played Zach Galifianakis plays a guy that wants to be a clown, like a not like a mime, but you know, one of these performance type clowns, not so much just a gag clown. And his whole family thinks he's nuts and stuff. I don't know, you should watch it. Funny. Baskets. I think it's on Hulu. It was an FX show. I watched a couple of seasons. It's got a lot of like funny humor. If you like Zach Galifianakis type of humor. So I shared a beer once with Zach Galifianakis, believe it or not. He was doing a show in Little Rock. I used to live in Little Rock, Arkansas. It was at a venue called Juanita's. It's a Mexican food restaurant, but it also had like a pretty big stage. And he was performing one night. I saw lots of good shows and stuff at Juanita's. Junior Brown, if you're familiar with the guitar playing dude. Anyways, so Zach Galifianakis, he was there. Me and a couple of my buddies. I'll try to find I've got a picture, the three of us. I'll try to find it. But I had an aisle seat, and he walked down the aisle, and I was drinking this. So this restaurant, bar, whatever it is, performance place, was famous for those big 24-ounce cans of PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Up here in Wisconsin, people call it Pabst. Down south, we always call it PBR. Anyways, so I'm drinking one of those, and Zach Galifianakis makes his way out into the crowd. And since I was on an aisle seat, he walked right up to me, and he didn't say anything. He kind of motioned to like, "Hey, can I have your beer?" So I hand him my beer, and he takes a big swig, big gulp of it, and hands it back to me. Then he like motions, "You take a sip," and I'm like, "Okay." So I take a sip, and I'm drinking it, and he like held it like against, so I couldn't take it down. And he goes, "It's cold, isn't it?" And I kind of go, because I'm drinking this beer. And he goes, "Yeah, I thought it felt really good against my cold sore." So I don't think he really had a cold sore, but it was gross. So I have shared a beer with Zach Galifianakis. And then we took pictures with him afterwards. And he signed like a napkin or something for my buddy. Didn't put his name on it. It just said, "Vote Dukakis 88. That's all it said. Of course, if there's any younger people that watch this channel, Michael Dukakis ran for president in 1988 against George H. Bush. Anyways, just... And then, yeah, the other celebrity death was Meatloaf. I liked his stuff. I never got the chance to see him live. Honestly, I don't know if I would have gone to see him. I don't know. He wasn't my favorite artist of all time, but I liked. Dude had some hits, and I thought he was awesome in the movie Fight Club. He played Bob. I saw Fight Club in the theater. My buddy and I went and watched it like 5 times. I was in high school. I've read the book. The book is written by Chuck Palahniuk. I think I'm saying his name right. Palahniuk. Lives in the Seattle area. No. Portland? Does he live in Portland? I can't remember. I think he lives in Washington, but he lives like north of Portland, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, people swear by these razors. These are good. I'm getting a great shave. Very mild shave. I'm gonna hit this area one more time with some more of this lather. What else is new for everybody? The wife and I are planning this fancy dinner at home for Valentine's Day. You know, you probably heard me say before, I grill every month, even in the dead of winter. And we're going to grill out like right before Valentine's Day. I'm going to do lobster. I've never done lobster on the grill. Save some money between now and then, because it's probably going to be like $20 a tail. But save up some money. And then pray that I don't ruin. That's like brisket. I have grilling buddies, and they smoke briskets. They're like, dude, you should smoke a brisket. Briskets are like between $80 and $100. I've done one brisket. My dad was there with me. I'm afraid to do a brisket. If I screw it up, there's like 80 or 100 bucks down the drain. And when I say screw it up, I mean like make it too dry, or over season it. My neighbor once, I nicked myself right there, but it's because I was not paying attention. I was talking. My neighbor did a brisket a couple of years ago. And he over seasoned it. And it tastes like beef jerky. It was still good, but it did. It was a little dry and it was a little salty. And he ended up with like 5 pounds of beef jerky. But yeah, I figured 2 lobster tails. Probably at least 20 bucks each. I'm probably just going to do like butter garlic on them. Just kind of put some butter and garlic. We'll see. Okay, good shave. I enjoy this razor. There you go. If you find one of these on eBay, pick it up. Not bad at all. I will be using this and these more. I like it. Good soap. Declaration Grooming. I definitely like this swirl. Just a swirl. I don't know how well you can see that. Just like not pressing down, letting the ridges on the bottom of the bowl. That gave me better results. I could do a third pass if I wanted to. So that's something to keep in mind now. Splash some of this on. I already feel a little bit of a burn on that little spot that I just touched my face with. Oh yeah. Ha ha. There's the burn. Whoa, almost dropped the bottle. Do another little splash. Okay. Yeah. A light cologne scent. It's got a little bit of that Clubman funk, I guess. I like it. But then that goes away pretty quick. I may hit this spot with some alum in a minute. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Happy February, everybody. Happy football. I'll try to get another video in maybe right before or right after the Super Bowl, and I'll give my 2 cents on all of that. So, okay, thanks so much. Talk to you soon.